Hello, Virgos. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wang. So I'm doing a psychic tarot reading, tuning in to the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers are always welcome. These readings are under the umbrella of the highest and greatest good. All messages are for the highest and greatest good. So with that, thank you. What's hidden? What's hidden? Ugh, that's a lot. Okay. What's in the outcome, advice, next steps? Simple. All right, Virgo. Let's turn these cards around, see what we've got. Wow. 7 of Pentacles and the Sun as the overall energy. What's interesting is that often the 7 of Pentacles is someone looking at a plant grow, watching energy, allowing someone's energy to grow something. And that's also the sunlight. The sunlight, something's growing in regards to your abundance, your finances, not just financial abundance. This feels like abundance of joy, abundance. This feels like streams. 7 different streams of new energy coming in that are growing. Feels like you've been cultivating these streams. And with the sun, it's also my card for fun, for joy, for lightheartedness. There's almost this message I'm getting of the happier you are, the easier what you've been creating, the more the streams of abundance open up and start flowing. Feels like they're connected to that sun energy of joy, of happiness. Wow. Virgo. All right, what do we need to know about this overall energy? Whatever this is that's happening, it feels like it's a period of happiness, of joy, of things opening up. Things that you've been investing in, working on for quite some time, and it feels like they're paying off. This feels like something you've invested. This could be multiple streams of revenue, streams of abundance coming in. It feels like it's something you've invested in, you've been working on, and now it's payday. It's paying off. I feel like happiness helps that come through, and it feels like it's making you happy, which makes more streams come through and flow. And this helps you heal from some type of heartbreak and betrayal. That feels like in your past, 3 of Swords in reverse. Whatever's happening now in this sunlight energy, boy, it's a real payoff. This is like, I'm seeing a slot machine, and then all tink, chink, chink, they're all the same sun, 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 and it's just a lot of happiness. Wow. Okay. What does 7 of Wands? You've got the higher ground. I feel like you're very protective of this, what you've been cultivating, what you've been harvesting, creating so you can harvest. I feel like also that whatever this is, this abundance coming in, something that you've invested a lot of time and energy, and now it's paying off. 7-7, very lucky. For some of you, this might be happening kind of a season, even into Cancer, into July. A season of blessings coming in. Jeez Louise, this is okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Wow. Tower. What I'm getting here is that there's something about this joyful sun energy that you're bringing in, happiness. And it feels like it's a domino effect is kind of what I'm tuning into here. Something that you've been putting a lot of time and energy into is finally paying off. And that's making you so happy and joyful, which opens up more avenues. There's something about this joy that's coming in that dominoes and helps more things, boom, boom, domino effect, more things happening one after another, falling into place. And that energy of the sun, of joy, of warmth, of bringing your inner child, having some fun, some lightness of spirit. It feels like you're really enjoying this, and that helps. You're not moving on and working, you're enjoying and bringing more joy. This is something you want to protect. It feels mind-blowing, like you don't see this coming. Okay, so while what I've been talking about feels like work, pentacles, something you've been working on in the 3D, bringing shifts, there's something, an unexpected change, that domino effect of staying in the joy, allowing, celebrating something coming in, and then something else comes in. You get into like a season of just another blessing, receiving more. It looks like you've pulled your energy from anyone and anything that's confusing, that creates confusion, creates, wow, this is justice. What you are going through is some type of justice, because you're not repeating a cycle and you've let go of some type of burdens. It's helping you let go of anxiety as well. Wow. Looks like how you help this energy along is not investing in anyone or anything that causes confusion. To stay in that Libra mindset, very balanced mindset, just not going off into the weeds with your thoughts, but staying very balanced. Not going in the weeds with your thoughts is not going into just going down a rabbit hole in one direction or the other, staying balanced in your thoughts. I don't know how to explain that any more. And I'm also getting off of that Libra Justice card that this is occurring because of balance, because this is fair. This is a result of coming back into balance with who you really are. And there's something very unexpected, a surprise, a delightful surprise. Trying to get closer to that, what's that delightful surprise, but it's after an ending and your new beginning. What I can see about this surprise, this tower, something very shocking, but it feels like a fantastic shock. Feels like you don't see this coming with High Priestess reverse. What you don't see coming, and that's shocking, is 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. Community, connection, support, celebration. So as things start happening for you, as you open up to a season of blessings, wow. Remember, when these blessings come in, how to expand it is appreciation. Even if it comes in as a trickle, if finances come in and you're like, that's not enough, then you kind of are not a cooperative component to what's coming towards you. That type of energy, that's not enough, blocks and says, no, I don't, that's not enough. Saying, yes, oh, $25, nice. And over celebrating everything, appreciating everything, says, yes, I love that, I would like more. Yes, I'd like that, I'd like more. When you say that's not enough, that's how you manipulate people to give you more in the 3D. That's not how energy works, though. How energy works is, with the universe, is yes. Yes, thank you, more. Whatever you love in your life, focus on that and say, I love this, I appreciate this, because the universe can hear that and says, oh, I'll give you more. All right, let's look at what's hidden. 8 of Cups reverse, 5 of Pentacles reverse, 2 of Pentacles reverse, Page of Pentacles upright. You're learning to reconnect the dots in a different way. After feeling very left out in the cold, very isolated. It looks like you made the decision to start over, to start from that Page of Pentacles. Learn a new direction. Learn a new you. You show up differently. We're always changing. We're always evolving, or we have the potential to. And what is hidden is, it looks like you are starting over from a new vantage point, or you did start over from a new vantage point. You walked away from something that was, you had an emotional attachment to. But you're no longer abandoning yourself, and it looks like you've made the decision to start over, to learn a new way of being, and boy, has it paid off. With 7 of Pentacles and Sun as the overall energy. Whatever you've been putting your energy into growing, yeah, it's harvest time. All right, anything else that would help Virgo with this new beginning? Any? Okay. There's something here about rejecting a new beginning, rejecting new energy. what is this? Not, for some of you in what's hidden, I'm getting a message of not trusting a new beginning, fearful that everything is toxic. And so there's a fear that a fear that you're just going to repeat past cycles. There's a lack of trust in a new beginning, lack of trust that you're going to attract something new types of people, new energies, new environments, because you're new. Your energy's at a new standpoint. It feels like there's some fears here because of the environments that you've come out of. The betrayal in the past, an emotional attachment that was very hard to walk away from. So whatever has happened in the past for you, Virgo, it looks like there's a fear that you're just going to repeat and have the same, attract the same thing. Feels like you're willing to put in work and effort, but there's this fear that you're just going to repeat the same cycles, same relationships, same people, and it's keeping you from believing that you can have something new. All right, so yes, okay. I'm tuning into that here in this message that I pulled a little while ago. It looks like you have access to learning as you go. Again, learning from a new vantage point. There's a need to let that past go. How do we let go of the past? What's the advice for allowing the past? Yeah, Eight of Cups is the challenge. Walking away from something that has such an emotional challenge. Ooh, there's no rush. Moon, a lot of moon energy, a lot of tough emotions, really tough emotions in relearning. What advice for Virgos who want this new beginning, who are ready and primed for what I've been talking about, and also maybe having difficulty letting go of a painful past? This message isn't for someone who's just gone through some type of difficult, heartbreaking situation. This is for someone who has been processing some betrayal, something very hurtful, something that's hard emotionally to let go of, and who fears that they're going to repeat the past. Yeah, there's definitely a need to heal from this past story. To allow the past story to die down. I don't find that. What's tactical advice? Like literal. Thank you. Okay, there is Ten of Cups, The people in the Ten of Cups are in the real world. They've gone through all the painful, wonderful to painful to treacherous experiences, emotional. They've experienced all the emotions. And yet they're choosing to be happy anyway. And it feels like with the Sun card coming up, there's a need to choose to be happy, to allow that past hurt to die down, to stop telling that story to yourself, stop thinking about it, stop going back to it, stop telling it. For some of you, it feels like ruminating on the past. So you bring that past situation, that past hurt up to the present energy and experience it like it's just happening. And so without any changes, with all the hurt, with all the pain, like it just happened. And so you're not allowing the story to change, for you to change, to heal from the emotions. What I'm getting is you got to let the story die down. You got to at some point. Again, this message isn't for someone who's just had a betrayal, who's just coming out of something that's overwhelming. This is for someone who's had a long time, quite a bit, to heal, and they're wanting to move on. They're ready to move on. And they want to move on. They want to get out there. They want to have these new beginnings and have people around them. But there's a lot of fears coming up that you're going to get more of the same. That you're going to attract the same experiences. And so what I'm getting as the best information I have right now, Virgo, is there's a need to decide I want to be happy. And that there are activities that I might be doing, maladaptive strategies of trying to figure out, that I keep thinking about and keep going over the past hurt and bringing it into the present like it just happened. And there's a need to let go of the story, to allow the feelings. So a story comes in from your past and you're taken right there. Oh, I don't want to think of this story. I need to detach from the story. So I'm going to let the story go. But what are the feelings that I was feeling in the past with that story? Let the story go. What am I feeling? Get curious about how it's making you feel. That's where the answers are, in your emotions. Not in the story, but in the feeling. Because once you allow yourself to feel those feelings, feel that hurt. Ooh, where are you feeling it in your body? Stomach, solar plexus. Out, I have no control, disempowered. Fear in the heart space. That's fantastic. Sit with the discomfort. What happens is once you allow yourself to feel those emotions, maybe give them expression, not in a story, but give it life, as in coloring, drawing, painting, singing. Allow that hurt and that woundedness, without the story, to process through. Allow yourself to feel it, because what happens is once you feel those feelings and get curious, what those emotions have are the wisdom that you're looking for, so you can move on. You learn so much from the emotions, not the story, but the emotions. Then you get the wisdom and the understanding. Then you get to a different vantage point where you're allowing your lower chakras, where all your emotions are, a lot of your emotions, like heart space to base chakra feelings. You allow your body to move past. We're no longer in this. We're safe. It's okay to feel these feelings. Nothing bad's happening. It's okay to feel the discomfort of it. Moving, dancing, allowing emotions. A lot of times I feel like sitting there feeling emotions feels very confining and scary and closed in. And so I move and allow the energies to move through. Breathe. Until you allow this process to happen, there's so much wisdom on the other side of those emotions. And once you allow yourself to be present and just sit with the discomfort, there's a lot more peace and a lot more understanding. Okay, hopefully that helps with at least a next step. All right, in the outcome and advice, we have 6 of Wands in reverse. A lack of public success. What's the lack of public success here? Wow, another 6 of Swords. So it looks like you're moving on from some space that was very unsuccessful. Okay, feels like I'm getting a timeline. There was something in the past where it took up all your energy, all your time. Very disappointing. You moved on from that in hopes to move to calmer waters, to find some peace. And now, Ace of Wands, there's new spark of life, new energy that wants to come in. But this new energy can't come in if you are entrenched in an old story. If you're like, this is what the story is, no more can be added. This is the only point. If you're, then so be it. You've created something so solid. But what I'm getting here is that new energy is wanting to come in, but you got to let that old story die down. You got to let the story die down, be present, because what I'm seeing here is there's a lot coming in, or potential for a season of blessings, of joy, of enjoyment. And shockingly, it looks like at part of this season of blessings, if you can join in that happiness, if you can allow yourself to appreciate, focus on where you are and whatever's coming in, saying, yes, oh my gosh, I love this, celebrate, then there's a surprise, that there's people who want to celebrate you. Yeah, I don't feel like you see this coming. And it feels like there's a part of you that feels like this message isn't even for you. Because High Priestess reverse, you're like, I don't see this anywhere. There's a real need here to take the lead, to lead yourself, to decide what you want out of life. And if what you want, who I'm tuned into, wants happiness, wants a life after this hurt, wants to embody the energy of justice, by your success, by your happiness, by your ability to move past the hurt, take the wisdom from the experience, and move forward. So for some of you, the way you talk about, there's a need to watch what you're thinking about and watch what you're talking about. If you're still telling some story about someone's ability to block you from having the life you want, if someone's able to block you, then so be it. I think what would be helpful are beliefs like, what's for me is mine. Nobody can create with my energy unless I give them permission. No one is allowed to create with my energy without my permission. And when you tell a story of others and you keep telling how they're able to block you, how they're able to project things on, then so be it. Is that the belief that you want to keep creating? Maybe you're telling that story because if someone else is blocking you and you can't control other people blocking you, then you don't have to go after what you want. It's blocked. There's a kind of fear of success, fear of failure, not calling you out. For some of you, why is that story still relevant? If you don't like that story, stop telling the stories you don't like. Stop giving people power over your life. There's a need to tell your story in a way that's empowering. I've gone through something that caused a lot of pain and hurt and woundedness to the core of who I am. I'm allowing what I've gone through to change who I am so I could see what that was about, what that relationship was. So I don't choose that. And so I don't show up as that same version who would choose that. I want to heal from the woundedness and move on. Oh, we've got another message. You can't change the past. The past has happened. And part of healing from the past is like the 5 stages of grief, getting to the point where you accept that the past has happened. There's nothing that could happen different. I accept that the past happened. Now, to feel powerful in the now about something that I didn't like in the past, I can't change what happened to me, the hurts I experienced, but I can learn from it, heal from it, take the wisdom from it. And with leadership, with an emperor coming in, it feels like some of you can really heal from this past event by embodying, being the change you want to see. Sharing with others what you've learned from a wise vantage point, from a more healed vantage point. So others don't have to go through, or the others who have gone through the similar experiences, you can say, I understand. I have wisdom I want to share with you about this experience. So other people either don't have to experience the same thing, or they can heal quickly coming out of it. There's something it feels like you can share with the rest of us, share with the class from what you've gone through, if you want to. For some of you, it feels like that would help you understand why you went through the past, how to use the past, what you've gone through, in a way that's helpful for you. that's helpful so you can move on, so you can take the information, origami it into something else that you prefer. Does that make sense? So I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Have a great day. Bye.